Well, welcome back, everyone. We're just coming back from Kalispell, Montana, which is about 150, 160 miles from Shelby to the west in western Montana. And where I'm at right now, we're just coming back from Kalispell for my checkup with my eye, and I'll give you an update on that. We're actually at a place called Essex, Montana. It's about 100 miles to the west of our farm. We spent quite a bit of time here. We had an old cabin, which is actually a sleeper car. This is what it looked like. And we had it for a number of years. My dad had picked it up. We didn't own the land, but we spent a lot of time here. This is the famous Isaac Walton Hotel. It's really a train switching area going over the Rocky Mountain Continental Divide. An old Great Northern, the old style train engine that they first built the tracks through here, late 1800s. But anyway, so this is their main line. It's now Burlington Northern Santa Fe. Anyway, beautiful hotel, old rustic hotel. This is a great place to come in the wintertime. There's a lot of trails in there. So I'm going to turn around here and I'm going to just kind of show some of the mountains. This is a great cross-country skiing area. The snow gets up to 6, 8, 10 feet here in the wintertime. There's the train tracks that heads down. And so a lot of people will ride the train, and the passenger train will stop here and they'll get off, and then they'll go cross-country skiing in the winter. Right in the middle, this is really actually kind of the southern part of Glacier National Park. It's rustic. It has a lot of character, a lot of railroad buff history. So if you get a chance to ever come through here, stop in, go inside. It's a lot of things to see inside there. My update on my eye, it has gone very well. It's been a little over a week since the operation. The doctor said that I'm doing exceptionally well. The recovery should be a little shorter than normal as far as getting full vision. What's kind of interesting about my eye right now is when they did the surgery, they removed all the liquid fluid in the eyeball itself, replaced it with gas. Well, then your body, as it's healing, continues to start replacing that the emptiness with fluid. Well, in the last couple days, 3 days, I've really noticed the level of the fluid build up. And so if I look down like this, what I see right now is actually looking through like a big contact lens, and it actually acts like a magnifying glass. And if I hold my hand up like this, it's almost like looking at a magnifying glass trying to find a sliver, and so you can see it kind of slosh back and forth. So it's been an interesting journey, I'll say the least. It's doing well. So I really want to thank all of you that commented on my last video. Prayers for me. Get well. Keep your head down, Bob. Oh, appreciate it that much. So we're going to continue on our journey home, and we'll get home, and so I'll be able to do much more of the work in about end of the month. I should be able to just be fully functional. I'm not going to tell the boys that because they've got a whole list of things for me to do. I'll just eyeball it for a little while. So anyway, we'll continue on our journey, and again, appreciate very much for all the concern, and everything's going just well. Here I'm standing out in front of the place we used to have was right here. But I'm standing up above here looking over Highway 2, and down below is the middle fork of the Flathead, which we call Big River. And and then this is all Glacier Park. All right, yes, I'm standing here called Bear Creek runs into the middle fork of the Flathead River. And the significance of this for us, middle of June to the middle of July, even into the end of July, that we have a whitewater raft, about a 5-6 person whitewater raft, about a 12-foot long one. And we would put it in here, and we would put the raft in and then float around Glacier Park. Oh, about a 6-7 mile float. Takes about 45 minutes to an hour or so. I have one story about the first time that I floated this. We put in here, we pumped it up, we got in it, and we started floating, and we floated down, and it was real firm when we first started, but then pretty soon the raft started kind of getting a little bit floppy, but we never thought any about it. Well, halfway down around this, that the water takes a bend and then the river falls over and there's some big rapids. And I come around that, and I was in the front, Dad was in the back. We went over, and because we did not pump it up enough, we sandwiched. We both ended up at the bottom in the middle with the raft folded on us like a sandwich, and we spun around in there till we finally came out. And of course the raft was full of water. We were very soaked, but everything was stayed, so we floated this 20-30 times since then. And all right, thanks guys, we'll see you in a bit. Now is the Continental Divide. This is the what we call Marias Pass. They have a monument here marking the lowest pass across the continental United States. The Continental Divide runs from Alaska clear down through Mexico. Right over here, which you can't see, is Glacier Park with all those tall mountains. This is the divide between the west and the east part of Montana. So we're going to be heading down into the prairies, and we'll be heading home. So.